Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Fox Den. Now, this time, sadly, I'm not joined by Laz, due to the fact that the system I used to record together is currently being really dumb. So, I decided to do this one in the meantime. Welcome, everyone, to What If Deku was the reincarnation of Zelda. Now, before all you Zelda fans, Legend of Zelda fans, at me for this, yes, I know Breath of the Wild is the last reincarnation of both Zelda and Link. However, I'm doing it this way. I'm gonna do it kind of my own way. So, before you all get mad at me, yes, this is gonna be a reincarnation of Zelda. I couldn't think of any other way to do this, so I decided to do like this. And like I just said, don't get mad at me. This is just kind of what I'm doing. Now, how the story is going to work is Breath of the Wild happens like normal. Breath of the Wild 2, even though I don't know the story of it, happens. However, we fast forward to my hero time. The continent of Hyrule, is currently sunken. All the Hyrule stuff, all like the Legend of Zelda Island from Breath of the Wild, all that stuff is sunken underneath the current Earth. So we cut to Island, where we see a young David researching about these ruins he's found in the middle of the Pacific. This being Hyrule. He's underwater diving and he sees glyphs about the hero and the princess. He's so fascinated by this, he's going to dedicate his life to figuring out what Hyrule is and what their people were. So that's how he makes Island. We cut to him and his wife. His wife just given birth to two girls. One, Melissa, and the one, David, named Zelda, due to his obsession with the legend of Link and Zelda. He figures that, because Zelda was born with, elf ears. David, not thinking nothing of it, just still calls the older twin of the two, Zelda. Fast forward from when they're 4. They both turn out quirkless. Melissa still turns out quirkless like normal. And Zelda is identified as quirkless. However, just like her father, Zelda takes a keen interest with Hyrule. Because just like Melissa, she's pretty intelligent. Then we fast forward to where Melissa and Zelda are both 14. Zelda feels a strange connection to the ruins of Hyrule. And asks her father if he can make a sort of submarine so she can go down there and see the ruins for herself and explore certain areas, since, thanks to David and his explorers, the area is safe, but they can't access certain areas. Like something is restricting them. David then goes on his rant about going to dangerous places that they haven't been into, and to be careful and everything, and he says that I'll have it ready for your 16th birthday. Since in this AU, I'm making UA a college, since it makes more sense for the story I'm going for. When we fast forward to when Zelda's 16, Zelda and Melissa are both 16, they just had their 16th birthday. David takes Zelda to, their little submarine ramp that he built. As Zelda's submarine being, I'll just say this for simplicity, so I don't want to describe it as much. The Seamoth from Subnautica. That's what Zelda's submarine is. Zelda gets in and waves to her father, saying, "I'll be back in about 2 hours or so, give or take," as she ventures down to the ruins. Now, she feels a strange connection to the big palace in the middle. So she ventures towards it. And this palace is barely outside of David's safe zone. So sharks and stuff start attacking the Seamoth. She retreats to this open area when the sharks just don't refuse to go in. She can see an air pocket, so she has to go up, and she does and gets out. She finds that this area is the inside of the palace and is completely dry, and there's light here. There's light. She doesn't know why. But there is. Zelda then goes in and starts exploring the place, as she can hear a voice that's similar to hers. Well, I'll just say, actually, no. As she hears a voice, and this says, "Welcome back, princess. I see the impossible has happened. You have been reincarnated once again." Zelda, or at least our Zelda, looks around for this voice, confused, chalking off to just her imagination as she's entering this bedroom. As you can see, Breath of the Wild Zelda's outfit, with this tablet with this little stone-looking thing with an eye on it. She goes to pick it up, and thanks to her father who taught her Hylian, because I'm explaining this, that David learned Hylian due to the glyphs he's found in the, I'll say, book he found about Hylian. He knows Hylian. And so does Melissa, and of course, Zelda. Zelda picks up the slate, as it says, the personal Sheikah slate of Princess Zelda of Hyrule. Zelda, at least our Zelda, simply chalks it up to like, okay, so this is the girl my father named me after. He named me after a princess. Fitting, really. As you can read out the options on this tablet, as it says bomb, magnet, stasis, and cryo. Confused by this, she hits bomb, as the bomb in, well, the picture's left hand on the left side appears in her hand. She sees this as an actual bomb and throws it, and presses the bomb button again to see what happens as it detonates. She's highly intrigued by this technology, so she hangs it on her hip and actually decides to put on the outfit she found, since due to her outfit being a little ruined, and she feels like she can change her clothes. So she puts on the outfit Zelda normally wears. As she enters the main hall once again, and decides to venture further into the throne room. As she does, her quirk awakens. Yes, Zelda has a dormant quirk. However, it's technically not a quirk. Everyone should know the bow of light, right? That's why I'm making Zelda's quote-unquote quirk. As this bow appears and Zelda goes to grab it, she does as a giant pillar of light can be seen from Eye Island. David, fearing for the worst, gets into his Seamoth and ventures down to go see if his daughter's alright. As he gets to the palace, he sees the bow of light, and David knows about this bow, reading the legends the legend about the reincarnated warrior and princess. Learn how the bow of light is the bow that took out Ganon. It's the bow that has the power to seal Ganon. As the light stops and the bow is fully formed, it disappears. As David is standing there in awe, as he says to his daughter, "Do you know what that was?" Zelda responds, "No, father, I have no idea. I believe it was my quirk." David responds with saying, "That was not a quirk. That was the bow of light, the weapon that took out Ganon. If you can, only descendants of Hyrule can summon. Only the reincarnation of Zelda can summon the bow. Wait a minute. I named you Zelda due to my fascination with the Hyrulean legends and Hyrule itself. But if you can summon the bow of light, oh no. You are the real Zelda. You are the real reincarnation of Zelda." As David just holding his head, pacing back and forth, bouncing, "I've been raising Zelda the entire time and I didn't know it. I've been raising the reincarnation of the Princess of Legend the entire time and didn't know. God, why am I such an idiot?" Zelda just stands there and does a little cheeky remark saying, "But father, you named me Zelda. So I already am Princess Zelda." Dave just stands there and laughs a bit. As he points to the Sheikah slate on her hip, saying, "Where'd you find that?" "Oh, we found this in the bedroom of this outfit. In the bedroom of this outfit." David doesn't know about the Sheikah slate, and Zelda doesn't tell him about it, seeing how this is going to be her finding when she makes big, once she finds a way to reproduce it. Little does you know, only members of the Sheikah tribe can. However, they've gone extinct. Or did they? I put one descendant of the Sheikah tribe in this AU, but I won't tell you who it is. You'll just find it out by their actions. So David takes Zelda back, and they began talking about what she saw in the palace, the ruins of the palace. As she explained how when she got there, the light was on and everything. The torches are burning, and she felt a strange presence in a voice telling her welcome back. Sorry, it took me a while. I'm a little tired. David is noting this all down, and she says this, which makes David a little happy. "Father, do you think I can go to UA?" David said, "Of course you can. However, do not use the bow, because it's not a quirk, and I don't want anyone to know about it. Keep that as a secret, because it's not a quirk. It's more of a family heritage of the Hyruleans. Most specifically, the bloodline of Zelda herself." But David starts thinking, so if my daughter is reincarnation of Zelda, and Zelda is only reincarnated in the Hyrulean family, which would mean my descendants are Hyruleans, more specifically the Hyrulean royal family, which would mean technically if I manage to bring back Hyrule, which is my ultimate goal. And Zelda says, "Father, you're rambling to yourself again." I see him says, "Sorry, Zelda. Sorry. The entrance exam should start tomorrow, so I'll sign you up for it." Actually, wait, I'll say, the entrance exams should start when you're 19. You'll be I'll say you should start when you're 18. You'll be one of the youngest there, but you're already smarter than me. You just tend to keep your scientific mind hidden. Zelda just smiles, saying, "Of course, and I'll make sure my sister comes along with. You will be okay with that, right, Father?" Davis begrudgingly agrees, saying, "Yeah, I'm fine with it." Right. As they go on, and fast forward to when they're 19. At the entrance exam, Ida does his normal speech about it, but however, President Mike says this, "And if you're either going to general studies, go to the right hall. Support course to the left. Hero course, stay where you're seated." Melissa goes to the left hall, and Zelda goes to the right. Actually, so she follows Melissa to the support course testing area, as Power Loader gives the introduction, saying, "Hello, I am the construction hero Power Loader." I never got Power Loader's title, so sorry. "I'm the construction hero Power Loader. I will be the one giving your test this year, to see if you're worthy to join the UA support course or not." Now, unlike previous tests, I'm going to have you do two things. One, submit an invention of yours, or recreation, or a better version of someone else's invention that you're already prepared for this. Next is all the pile of parts behind me. I want you all to make something out of it. Anything you wish. Could be anything. Just want you to make something out of it. Zelda presents her Sheikah slate. As she says this, Power says this, Miss Shield. Zelda Shield, is that correct? It seems you have brought in a unique item. Might I explain what it is? As Zelda was saying, explaining what the Sheikah slate does, saying, when Power asks how she made it, Zelda responds with a bold-faced lie, but sounds pretty believable because no one really knows this technology of Hyrule, except for David. As Zelda would say, "I made it use technology that me and my father found while exploring the ruins of the sunken castle, of the sunken country, known as Hyrule. I'm actually named after their princess. At least from my father told me. He has an obsession with finding out what Hyrule was. And I made this to symbolize all Hyrulean technology. I don't know how to recreate it. It just kind of happened, really. I found this blank slate and did a little bit of technological whiz, and it became this. I call this the Sheikah slate because that's what they called an item similar to this. So you can kind of say I brought back the item, the invention. I restored it, in a way, you can say." As Power was asked, "Can we give the demonstration on one of the abilities? Bomb is too dangerous. How about magnet?" As Zelda would hold the Sheikah slate in the middle as a magnet, as she presses the magnet button, as a magnet starts forming at the end of it. As she's pointing at, let's say, a kid who has a robot. He points out the little robot next to him. As she grabs it and brings it towards her, then she uses it and puts it back down right next to the same kid. As she disengages it and says, "That is magnet. It allows me to bring anything metal. It doesn't even have to be magnetic metal. It just has to be anything metal. It works for any metal, actually. Even another slate, if possible." As they all do their tests, and when Melissa makes her little invention I'll keep that a secret for now. And Zelda making a little replica of the Sheikah slate. However, this one just acts like a phone. A phone with the same UI that the Sheikah slate has. When Powerload asks why, Zelda just simply explains, like I said, this is technically a restoration. I'm not the one who implemented these abilities into here. It just kind of was there when it was restored it. Paolo writes that down and says that this girl is really interesting. She's definitely going to pass. As a couple weeks later, after the test, she gets a notification from Powerloader saying that she has passed along with her twin sister. As in brackets says from a threat. Melissa only passed due to a threat made by David, saying that if one daughter made it in, the other daughter has to make it in. And so we fast forward today, the first day of school. Sorry. Nothing interesting really happens, but to the fact that Zelda goes out and gets the hero outfit, the hero costume request from Aizawa, so they can start making their hero outfit for the second day of school. When she gets there, she can hear Bakugo doing a speech about how he's the greatest and how everyone else should just quit while they have a chance, because no one else will be as good as him. And Aizawa shuts him up by saying, Bakugo Katsuki, calm down your attitude right now, otherwise you will be the one leaving. As Zelda walks in, wearing the outfit you see. All the boys blush at her, including one of the girls. I won't say who. As she goes in and introduces herself as Zelda Shield, eldest daughter of David Shield, twin sister, the twin sister of Militia Shield. When Aizawa asks her why she's here, she looks at Aizawa with a face saying, "Are you serious?" As she says, "I'm here because I need the reforms from the students that you gave them so we at the support course can make their costumes." I'll say Denki kind of looks at her and says, "Damn, are you wearing skin-tight pants?" All Aizawa can see is just her going up her tablet and press the bomb. As a blue bomb with these kind of golden brass-like trinkets appear in her hand as she throws it at Denki and detonates it. Not damaging the surroundings, however, damaging Denki and sends him into a wall. As I was seeing this, thinks that she should be put into 1B at least. And asks Zelda herself, saying, Miss Zelda, how would you like to become a hero? Zelda responds with, I'm not really up to it. Because I'm more scientific than I am combat-wise. I don't really fight. I mostly think of strategies, how to combat people, not really fight myself. As Aizawa says, you simply don't have a choice. I'll inform David Shield about it. I'll see you in 1B tomorrow. And you'll be in 1B by tomorrow. And that's not a request. Zelda just basically looks down and says, right, sir. As she looks up saying, if my sister ever needs me in 1B, if my sister ever needs me in the support course, I'm going down there to help her. And no one can stop me. That's my one request. Aizawa simply said, yes, of course, Miss Shield. As we fast forward to the next day, and we open up with Monoma. Monoma in this AU, while he's in class, he's practically silent. However, he's mostly silent. However, when someone makes fun of anyone in his class, he instantly hits them and takes the fall for it for starting the fight, because he also wants his class to be in trouble. Like this one time when his class started a fight with someone who was known for bullying, someone who was known to bully people, his class started a fight with him. Afterward, Aizawa came in and see. Aizawa came in and see what was happening. Makes mad at 1B. However, Monoma pipes up saying that he's the one that started it, so leave his class out of it, and it was entirely my fault. His class just did nothing but try to stop him. Monoma just takes the punishment. So Monoma, yes, he's still prideful, especially around 1A. However, he really cares for his class. And he's kinda, in personality-wise, like Link. AKA, he is Link, but more prideful. That's how I'm gonna explain it. Zelda gets in and she walks in with the same outfit that she's been wearing. Monoma raises his hand saying, "Excuse me, Mr. Vlad. Why isn't she wearing the uniform?" As Zelda says, "Oh wait, yeah," as she puts a lab coat on. "There we go. I have my uniform on now." Everyone just stares at her dumbfounded, saying, "You serious? You actually have to wear a uniform, not a lab coat." As Vlad says this, "Class, calm down. This person is Zelda's shield. She was formerly a support course member, and I'm allowing her, thanks to a threat from her father, to wear a lab coat when she's here at school, due to the fact that she normally goes down to support course when we have normal subjects. She'll be here when we do hero stuff. However, she will not be here when we're doing normal school stuff." As class goes on and everything, 1A finally leaves and it's 1B's turn to do the hero versus villain. Zelda just simply takes her coat off and walks back outside. Monoma wearing his outfit and everyone wearing their canon outfits. However, Monoma has a sword on him. Being the Master Sword. However, I'm not shipping Zelda and Link, aka Monoma and Link. I'm shipping Zelda with someone else, and you'll see who it is soon-ish, hopefully. I'll go on for a little more, then I'm going to end the recording off. The team, as Vlad says, the team being Zelda and Monoma versus Kendo and Ibarra. As I was watching this, hoping that Zelda displays some sort of combat efficiency so she can be put in his class. But Monoma won't allow this, however. I would say Monoma doesn't know about it, but Monoma has this. Before they start, Monoma and Zelda are talking about their strategy. Them saying their quirks, and hilariously enough, Zelda saying that she's quirkless, however, she can use her tablet. Her Slate. Monoma simply saying that's okay, that's fine. And it feels like, "Zelda, do you have a strange sense of deja vu when you're talking to me?" Zelda responds with, "Yes, I do. It's almost like we knew each other in a past life or something." It couldn't be. We're just probably really good friends. We're probably just really good friends. It just shows that we're good friends, right? Monoma chuckles, saying, "Yes, of course it is, Zelda. Now, what's the plan?" And Zelda, barely knowing the quirks, explains a good plan that can counter both of them. Explains the plan that she'll use stasis on Kendo, while you use your sword to cut away Ibarra's spines. As the game starts, they both run in and they do exactly what they said. Meaning Kendo first, she stasis him as Monoma runs up to her and starts punching Kendo. Kendo not realizing what it does, as soon as stasis breaks, Kendo is launched into a wall, getting knocked out almost instantly. Because what it took her to knock her out, was Monoma going up and hitting her with the sheath of his sword. As Zelda just slowly falling behind. As they enter, Monoma gets tied up with the vines, and his sword taken away. Zelda simply says, well, time to go all out, as she uses her combat art. The combat art from Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Okay, all the stuff you see in the background. She throws bombs, she stasis, she cryos, and then she picks up a random metal box in the corner with a magnet and hits her with it. As stasis breaks and launches Ibarra out the window. Vlad saying, Monoma and Zelda win. Nice work, you two. I expect great things from you in the future. Monoma, Zelda, I see you two moving up to 1A pretty soon. Even what you do, remember, you always have a family here at 1B. Don't you forget it. As that is where I'm going to end it off for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, because this is kind of random when I popped in. So it's going to be a little bit of a mess. And plus, I haven't recorded solo in a while. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and this is Fox. Hope next time I'll be joined by Alaz, that's for sure. Peace out.